Okay, we're going to continue completing this square as our method in 3.3. Some of these just have an extra step to make it ready for the complete the square process. So let's look at the first one. It says x squared plus 6x plus 2 equals 13. To complete the square, I normally do x squared plus 6x and then I fill in the blank here, but there's not a blank there. Since there's not a blank there, I need to make a blank by canceling the 2 out of the way. Okay, then I can do x squared plus 6x, and then I can complete the square. 13 minus 2 is 11. Now I can solve it like normal. Okay, if I do 6 divided by 2, I get 3. 3 times 3, 9. Okay, if you add 9 on the left, you have to add it on the right. Let's go ahead and factor this. X plus, what number goes here? 3 squared. 11 plus 9 is 20. Okay, after I complete the square and do my binomial square, I can go ahead and solve it using square root. X plus 3 equals plus or minus. Square root of 20 is irrational. Does it simplify? 2 times 10. Sure, I could do 4 and 5. So this is going to be 2 square root 5. And then I'll subtract the 3 over. So I get negative 3 plus or minus 2 square root 5. Okay, so I simplified my radical, and that's the best way I can write my answer. Okay, let's look at B. X squared minus 4x plus 13 equals 0. Okay, I still want to solve by completing the square, but the same problem, there's that 13 in the way. So I'm going to cancel the 13 over to the other side to make space for my completing of the square. Zero minus 13 is negative 13. Okay, now I can go ahead and complete the square. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. If I do 2 times 2, this must be 4. Add it left, add it right. X minus, what number? 2 squared equals negative 13 plus 4 is negative 9. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and solve using square root. Square root. So x minus 2 equals, the square root of negative 9 is imaginary. The square root of 9 is 3. So this is going to be positive negative 3i. And then I'm going to add the 2 to the other side. So positive 2 plus or minus 3i. And that's standard form, so that's the best way to write it. The real plus the imaginary. Okay, let's try C and D. Okay, let's see. Complete the square. 2x squared plus 12x plus 4. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and move the 4 because I already know that that's a problem. Okay, so what do I, now I have 2x squared plus 12x equals negative 4. Now, normally I complete this square root next, but I have this weird 2x squared situation. The 2 can't be there for me to complete the square. So I either need to factor it out or I need to divide it off. In this case, since the left and right both divide by 2, I'm going to divide everything by 2. I'm going to divide everything on this side by 2, everything on this side by 2. 2x squared divided by 2 is just x squared. 12x divided by 2 is 6x. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Okay, let's look at this. Now I have x squared plus 6x. Now I can complete this square. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So this is going to be x plus 3 squared equals 9 minus 2, 7. And then I can go ahead and solve using square root. Square root, square root. Square root of 7 is irrational. Does it simplify? No, it's prime. Okay, then I'm going to minus the 3. So x equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 7. Okay, let's try D. D is similar. Okay, I want to complete the square. First thing I notice is the 15's in the way, so let me add the 15 to the other side. Okay, now this is better, but to complete the square, I want this to be an x squared, and this negative 3, I don't want that there. So let's divide everything by negative 3. And watch your sign. Okay, so this is going to be x squared. Negative 12x divided by negative 3 is going to be positive 12 divided by 3, 4x. And then 15 divided by 3 is negative 5. Okay, now let's complete the square. Okay, 4x divided by 2 is 2 plus 2. 2 times 2, 4. Add it to the right side. Let's do a binomial square. X plus 2 squared equals negative 1. Okay, let's square root it. Square root it. X plus 2 equals, what's the square root of negative 1? Well, it's imaginary. So it's imaginary 1i or just I. Either way is fine. So positive and negative 1i, or you can just write I. Okay, I'm going to minus the 2. So negative 2 plus or minus I. Okay, go ahead and try the practice problems on the back when you're ready. Unpause the video and check your answers. Okay, here's 1 through 4. Go ahead and check your answers and also check your work to make sure you're showing all the steps. Okay, go ahead and pause. Okay, and then here are the answers for 5 and 6.